one. We're live. Squad up, y'all. Everybody come on in, grab a chair, make a quick drink, late night combo. That's too much, Kilo. That's too much. Be mindful, Kilo. We ain't trying to be dumb. Be smart. I had a great night. I had a great night, feeling nice. No need to get crazy. Let's keep this freaking, you know what I'm saying? If this is the line, I want my toe to be like close to the line. As long as we're that close, we're on the right side. You know what I'm saying? All right, where's the soda at? What's up, Mona? Hi, baby. Yo, low key though, I still want to fight though. Like low key, I still want to rage and shit, but I'm not gonna let the feelings take over me. But low key, I want to go back over there and I want to rage. But I'm not gonna do that, even though I want to. You remember those crazy train days? Tell them, booby. You remember those crazy train days? Y'all better stop. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. But we're so mature. We're way past that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Welcome in, guys. The story that I'm about to share with y'all is a real story, man, and it's crazy because why is it crazy, Kilo? It's crazy because it's so real. I'm still processing it, and my identity is not like I'm not who I thought. Like it's crazy, bro. I've been going through so much in my mind, trying to Tetris all these pieces, these new pieces that I have in my life. So it's gonna be one of the realest shit that I ever share with you guys, and you guys are getting in real time and to the point where I it's fresh to me too, you know. Bro, I think I broke my key fob. My car don't start tomorrow, guys. We know why. Freaking Kilo, bro. I don't know why I be like that though. Like I gotta let that shit go. Like I need that one last burst of like, this makes me feel better, bro. I don't know what it is, man. It's like I want to see something break, and it makes me feel better. Crazy. But it's always the thing that I don't want broken. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna cry about it tomorrow, but today I'm like, nah, fuck that. Kayla, there was some shit that happened tonight, bro. I wish you was here, yo. We would have been a fight. Listen, we would have been locked up together right now, but we would have been feeling ourselves. We would have won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Nah, you could. Yo, I'm only gonna be in jail for one night. Y'all ain't scaring me shit. You know, you ever meet somebody that deserves to get their ass kicked? You know what I'm saying? Bro, don't think I'm scared to take it there. I will spend the night in jail because you deserve this. Like, there's a lesson you need to learn. And I don't mind teaching you so much. I'll go to jail for the night. You know what I'm saying? Kayla, it was one of those kind of nights. I would love to say watch the last live, but they ain't gonna show it to you. They gonna ban that shit. There was these bitches that deserved a little bit of feather clipping. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's some birds that don't deserve to fly? You know what I'm saying? There was 4 of those chicks, bro. But we gonna get past that. Right now, we're gonna get a little deeper. We're gonna unpack a few layers of shit. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking cold. Hold on, let me turn the heat on. It's fucking cold. Oh shit, this shit is still on. I'm still trying to woosah. All right, let's get it together. Let's bring it back to where I was at, guys. Thank you for tuning back into the live. If you guys was watching the last live and you guys saw the ending of the live, you know that we're gonna take this to a more real topic. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. No need to be no more being bitter, no more being angry about whatever just happened. I'm gonna let it go. At least that's what I'm saying to you guys on this live, but in my body, it's not let go, and I'm still mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna let it go. Because this new live is something different, okay? Okay. Guys, sip up. Long week of work. I get my day off tomorrow, so I don't mind staying up late tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do. So, but check this out, guys. There's been some real shit happening to your boy. To the point where I'm still trying to process my new identity. And I know that sounds weird. Wait till you hear what I gotta tell you. It's gonna make sense in a second. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird to me because I didn't think I had issues. But now I do, because I'm kind of confused about things. But if I talk to other people, they'll say the easy answer. And I'll have to accept it because it's the right answer. But in my mind, it's still weird. Like, to me, I'm still... It's like, you ever see those things? It's like the, not the oval, what is that called? Like the sand thing where the sand goes through, but something similar to that, where if you turn it, this, like, it'll make a mountain, but if you turn it, the sand will be totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's what happened to my reality. Like, it was a picture perfect thing like this. Let's start it. Let's give props to my pops. Like, think about this. My mom was a single mom with 3 kids. And my pops was man enough to take on the responsibility of these 3 kids. To the point where, in my current state of living, still my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dad. Now, the identity. My pops is the one that gives me my mentality right now, let's say. Because I had a thought of what a man was. But it wasn't till I met my pops and was under his guidance that I started to relearn, or started to understand, wait a minute, what I thought a man wasn't. This is a real man. You know, to me, my dad was a real man. He loved my mom. He was never too busy to talk to us, to play with us. Now, granted, when we were coming up with him, he was just, you know, he was Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? He was just Lloyd. And I remember literally, like, from him earning his status, that me and my brothers, because, you know, me and my brothers, we shared a room for a long time. We had a meeting. You know what I'm saying? And we decided, like, yo, he really earned his position, you know? And I think that, what do you guys think? Like, should we start calling him Dad? We never did call him Dad, but he turned into our Pops. He became Pops. And what was beautiful about that is that when we made that decision, we all agreed. And we told him. Back up a little bit. When he was first being introduced to us, I remember him having a conversation with us saying, I'm not trying to be your dad. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be your dad, but, you know, I hope I could become you guys' friends. Like, that was like his approach. You know what I'm saying? And in that approach, we're like, damn, bro, he's a dad. He's our dad. You know? So we told him, like, yo, listen, man, we had a meeting, we had a conversation, and we don't know how you feel about this, but will it bother you if we start calling you Pops? You know what I'm saying? And from then, he was Pops. When we get to Buffalo, New York, he's Pops to everybody now. Like, everybody knows Pops. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, man, you know, he's my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate the time he spent with us, because everything that I do or know, really, it is an influence because of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the sports and playing football, like, man, it was Pops, man. He was out there, like, tackling me and freaking teaching me and throwing passes. And man, we would play like local neighborhoods. Like, oh, it was, you know, he would play Transformers with us. Fucking, we had everything, man. We had the Transformers, we had the G.I. Joes, we had the fucking Voltron and shit. Like, he was right there playing with us and shit. So he had earned his spot. So the story that I'm going to share with you guys is a scar that I never knew that I had. Because of Pops. Because Pops did such a good job being our father that I never felt like I missed out on having a father. I didn't have my biological dad in my life. My brothers didn't have their biological dad in their life. Pops was our dad. And it was because he did such a good job of being our father. And man, I love my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never felt like we were missing out on anything. You know what I mean? It's not like you're like, oh, where's my dad at? I wish my dad would come and get me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have that. Like, Pops was our Pops. Like, he was our dad. And man, you guys remember when laser tag? Remember laser tag with the little freaking thing? Did you have the vest? And you had the little sensor thing right there that you could shoot, and the freaking cool ass bro. Like, yo, like, man, that's his Pops. You know what I'm saying? So he really left a statement, and now I fashion myself. The way I fashion myself to be a father to my kids is a lot because of how he was a father in my life. So I've always thought about this, like, wow, I am biologically attached to another man, but I am influenced. Who I am is a representation of someone else, another man. You know what I'm saying? And now this is my identity. Like, that's who I am. Like, Pops taught me how to be this kind of man. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? So now all these years go by, you know, and I have my daughter Unique. I have my son Tony. You know, I relocate. You know, you always mess up. You're young and dumb, full of cum. You know what I'm saying? And you mess up. Most people don't end up with the first choice, let's say. You know what I'm saying? It was me taking a L where I had to reevaluate myself and say, what do I really want? And how can I do this better? And thank you, Jehovah. You know what I'm saying? I find my wife that I'm currently with right now. I have 3 beautiful children with her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is my life. You know? And boom, this is your grandfather, guys. Pops. Pops is your granddad, man. You know? Everything that you see that I am today, it's because of him, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take no credit. So then, one day, you know, when I met my wife, Melly, she used to always tell me, you know, because you would ask each other, like, yo, what nationality are you? You know, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, there's no splitting the hairs or anything. Like, yo, I'm 100% Puerto Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican. My dad's Puerto Rican. Well, my biological dad. I might as well say this now, too. There was a few things that I did know about my biological dad. And I did actually get to visit my biological dad as a kid. Now, in my recollection, in my head, I'm going to tell you what I thought, and then I'll tell you later on what the reality was. But in my head, I remember a few things about my biological dad. One, I remember him changing my name. He wanted me to have his name. Now, although I didn't have his biological or his government name, because my mom didn't like his name. His name was Nestor. You know what I'm saying? You could thought that was an old name, because who the hell names their kids Nestor and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know where you get the name Nestor from. Like, where the hell did that shit come from and shit? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? What was I saying? Hold on, let me spark this up. Because there's so much. There's so much. I want to be able to say this right. But there's a few things that I did know about him. One, that he wanted to change my name to his name, although my mom didn't like the name Nestor. She gave me his last name. And I always thought that she gave me his middle name. It wasn't till recently that I find out that the middle name was his hood name. Because she didn't like the name Nestor. To me, if I'm remembering the story right, basically he wanted me to be a junior. And my mom didn't like the name Nestor, so when he gave me his hood name as the middle name, to him and probably my mom, I was a junior to them. Now, unbeknownst to me, I don't remember any of that shit. I don't remember. But I do remember, in my brain, I was like 12 years old, and I went to go visit him for a week. This is like after the name change. I remember going in front of somebody. I don't want to say it was a judge, but I remember going to somebody and them changing my name, and I had to write my name a few different times before it became official. Now my name is this. My name was this before, but now my name is this. You know what I'm saying? And in my brain, when I was 12, I went to Manhattan, because that's where he lived. When I was born in Brooklyn, but my dad stayed at Manhattan at this time. So I go to Manhattan. I stayed there for a week. But in that week, I don't remember anything eventful like a bonding moment between me and my biological dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stood there for 7 days. But by day 4, in my brain, I'm like, man, I can't wait to go home to Pops, and I can't wait to go home to my Pops and my brothers. Because to me, that's my real family. Like, I must have been too young to really understand everything. Like, to me, like, oh, this is your real dad. That didn't mean nothing to me at that age. Like, oh, that's my dad. But wait, I have a dad. Like, but I got a dad. You know what I'm saying? So after that visit, I stood there for 7 days. After the visit, I was ready to get home. And when I got home, I didn't really think about him too much. I didn't think about him like that. I didn't feel like I was missing out. I felt like I was home with my brothers and my dad. Like, this is my family right here. You know what I'm saying? So I never pursued my biological dad to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I know if I would have pursued it, that they would have they love me. Pops and moms would love me. They would have gave me my way and shit, and I would have had a relationship with him. But I'm gonna tell you, from what I know now, I wouldn't be who I am today. Because who I am today is Pops. But I'm gonna touch that in a second. So now in the current, when I met my wife, Melly, and you ask each other, what's your nationalities? I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican. My mom and my dad, they Puerto Rican, But when I talk to Melly, she's like, oh, I'm a mutt. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mutt. I'm mixed with everything. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm this, and that. It was so much shit. It's like that. It was so much stuff that her nationality was a mutt. You know what I'm saying? Like this is out of her own mouth, not me. I would never call my wife like a mutt. To me, it sounds dirty. You know what I'm saying? But to her, she was being honest. Like, yo, I'm a melting pot. Like, yo, I'm everything. You know. So I think it was like last year. I think the journey's been about a year. So I think it was last year. My son. So now I got these three beautiful kids with her, and my son's in college now. My oldest son is like working hard and shit like that. Who's this? Keep saying ABC and shit. What up, Indy? How you doing? I don't know what the ABB, ADC, and all that other shit mean. Like, I ain't that smart. You might want to just say exactly what you mean to say, because I ain't reading in between no lines and shit. But so I think it was last year. My son had a private conversation with her mom, and the private conversation was, "Well, mom, what nationality like are you?" Like, I don't know really like what the interest was or the curiosity was that my son was having. You know what I'm saying? But he knows he's Puerto Rican from his dad. All right, let me say this too, because low key, like if I can be honest with you, and I feel like you my peoples, I should be able to be honest. I found that a little disrespectful, because to me, I always was led to believe that the child is always the nationality of his dad or her dad. So if the mother's white and the father's black, the child is black. If the mother is Chinese and the father is Portuguese, the baby's Portuguese. Like I always thought, like in my whole upbringing, that you always took on the nationality of your father. So I felt a little not that I took it personally like that, but it was like, wait, you're Puerto Rican. Like, what do you mean you want to know your national? You're Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. Like, I'm 100% Puerto Rican. You're Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So like, there was a small piece of me in my heart, like thinking like, how come you don't want to be Puerto Rican? Like, how come you don't want to be your dad's nationality? Like, I don't know. It was like something inside me took it disrespectfully in a way. But at the same time, I understand the curiosity, and I understand like, okay, you also are some of your mom, but that's not what I was taught. So now I'm adopting this idea, this ideology. You know what I'm saying? I'm adopting it now. Oh, so you're half and half, because I always thought like, if your mom is Irish and your dad's Jamaican, you're Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter what your mom was. It mattered what your dad was. But this is where the whole journey starts. Is that he's asking mommy, Ma, what nationality are you? Like, what am I? I know I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm Puerto Rican in what? I never knew that my kids did that. I never knew that they would say, oh, Angie had told us she told people that she was Puerto Rican and Italian. I don't know what Tony said or Lalo said, but I never thought that, you know what I'm saying? Because my brain was you're your dad's nationality. You're Puerto Rican. Like if they ask you, like, listen, if you get locked up and you go to jail and shit, you're Puerto Rican because your last name is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can look white, but they gonna treat you Puerto Rican and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always fair to be treated as a Puerto Rican. Let me just tell you. But that's where the whole journey starts. Now I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Melly's channel. If you guys are, then you saw the first half of her ancestry, because she got so into it. So Lalo calls Melly and says, Ma, what nationality are you? And she's like, I'm a mutt, And then talking about it, he's like, yeah, because I always wondered what I was like. And then she started thinking too, like she got into more depth of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. I am curious too. So there's that ancestry.com shit. Are you guys familiar with it? Because I know I wasn't. But bro, this shit is crazy too. Because when she got into it, so she's also in her cousin's chat. So, and they have a really good bond and communication. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that reinforcement that you need sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So she was telling them like, bro, like Layla's asking me these questions. I'm thinking about getting the ancestry thing. And then they got into it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm about to get the ancestry thing. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because when Nelly first started her journey of trying to figure out what, because now it's personal. My son is asking me. Like me, if you ask me with me when I asked her, oh, I'm a mutt. That's what I am. I'm a mutt. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and that. But when her actual son was really, like, what are we? Like, what nationality? Like, like something clicked in her brain. Like, you know what? I'm gonna find out. I want to know too. You know. So she's like, I'm gonna do the ancestry thing, and I'm gonna find out. You know what's the real. So you tell people to see if they'll like encourage you and stuff like that. So she was like telling her mom, like, yo, mom, I'm thinking about doing the ancestry thing because Layla was asking me about my nationality, and I was said I'm a mutt, but am I just a mutt? Like, and her mom was like, that's probably a scam. That's probably a scam. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you do it, if that shit don't say Slovakian and Russian, it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scam. So my wife has that in the back of her head, like, oh, okay, because that's who I am. I'm Slovakian, I'm this and that, along with other things. But that was supposed to be like the main elements. Like if you're my daughter, that's what you are and shit. So she goes and gets the ancestry. And at the time that she gets the ancestry, guys, it's $100. That's how important it must have been. That's me and Melly, bro, we ain't never spent $100 on anything. Like, nah, we pinching pennies to the end of pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you said 100, you said 100. I hear, I don't need it. Like I don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was a prime example of actually how interested she was in to finding out the truth, let's say. You know what I'm saying? What's funny was it started off with, I just want to find out my nationality. What am I? That's how the journey started. I just want to know my nationality. All of a sudden, a conversation pops back in her head. A conversation that she had with her grandmother. The conversation was because when her dad passed, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, Mike? Love you, brother. He believed that this certain guy, I can't remember the name. Damn. It was either Billy, it was Donnie. I'm not even going to say the name, but he believed that guy was his dad when he passed. Unbeknownst to Melly's dad, Melly's dad's, well, her grandmother from her father's side, unbeknownst to him, unbeknownst to Mike, they had a conversation. She had a conversation with Melly. Check this out. She told Melly, and this is in the video, guys, if you guys seen it, that your dad is did she say first name or last name? I think last names, right, baby? I think she said last names. Yo, your dad's really a carpenter, not a Contreras. So all these years she got that in her head, but she never utilized it. She never worked with it. But she got this information in the back of her head. So now it gets sparked when her son says, yo, what nationality are we really are? And she's like, I don't know. So she goes and she starts through the ancestry stuff. It shows you other things and things like that. Like, oh, you could be related to this person and this person. So she's seeing all these names and it's like, hold on. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there was like this girl that also works in that ancestry thing that could help you really map things out. So she was working hand in hand with her, and she like, bro, she had everything mapped out for Queen. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit was dope. And she got all these answers. All right, fast forward. She finds out that her dad's dad wasn't her dad, wasn't his dad. It was this other guy. It really was this other carpenter guy. We saw some pictures, bro, mind blowing. You ever see a movie where it'd be like, you see the guy and he does this thing and then all of a sudden he like passes away and then they show a picture of it like 1950s and it looks like the same guy? And you're like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, it was exactly like that. We saw a picture of his father. It looked like it was him. We was like, oh shit. So she revealed his true dad. Find out. So remember, her mom has said, if you don't see Slovakian and Russian, that shit ain't real. Well, there was no Russian at all. But there was Italian. So she was thinking, oh, the Italian must have came from my dad. So now when she's analyzing everything, the Italian didn't come from her dad. Maybe I can't say too much. Guys, you guys got to tune into that. I'm going to skip over this. All right? I'm going to bring it to me now. Because that's where that's where this conversation is going. To me. I never did the ancet. I'm not interested in the ant. Bro, I got my dad. Pops, that's my dad. I'm not looking. I'm not missing out. I'm not suffering. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having a hard life because my biological dad wasn't in it. Like I'm content. These are my brothers. That's my dad. That's my mom. This is my family. Oh, I want to say this too because this is important, bro. 2026 has been a renewal for your boy, man. I started this live saying, not this live, but the live before this, before I got into this live, saying how we get into fights and we stay apart. We hate each other. That's my family, bro. That's what we do. That's our curse. We get into petty ass arguments and we hold it against each other forever. So now you think we got a big family, but we don't. Because we don't fuck with that side of the family. Oh, we don't talk to them. Oh, that person hurt us. We don't mess with them. So that becomes our curse. That we keep, that the reoccurring curse that we all do. Because that's just what we do. Yeah. No, we're mad at them now. Oh, we don't talk to them no more. Yeah, we're mad at them now. Hey, check this out. Since I'm mad at them, you're mad at them too. You know what I'm saying? And you already know you stay loyal to your mom. Your mom is the only person you break rules for. Like, yep, that's right, mom. Yep, they disrespect you. They disrespect us. We hate them. We hate them like you hate them. You know what I'm saying? That's our family. You know what I'm saying? Find any reason to be apart and shit. But anyway. So, I didn't do the ancestry thing. Not interested in it. I got my pops. My story's told. Like, here's the few things that I do know about my dad, and I forgot to tell you, my dad, my biological, he had my mom and this other girl pregnant at the same time. He believed in fortune tellers. The fortune teller told him that my mom is not pregnant by him. The baby that she's actually carrying is the baby of a black man. You know what I'm saying? Along with my name gets changed. I visit him. I want to go home. Never see him again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm content with that. I got Pops. That's my dad anyway. I'm not missing out. I'm not suffering. You remember all that stuff I was saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? I'm not suffering and shit. My life isn't miserable because my biological dad didn't want to be in it. You know what I mean? Like, none of that. By mistake, on purpose, my whole, how do I say it? The whole truth about everything gets revealed to me, whether I wanted it or not, whether I liked it or not, whether I could understand it or not. It just started unfolding Like 1 minute, I know nothing about my biological dad. The next minute, I know everything. So much that my identity gets shooken a little bit. Like, wait, who am I? What am I? So remember, I told you guys, my dad believed it, and my biological dad believed in it. How should I even put it? Let's say they call him Tito. His hood name is Tito. So I'm just gonna call him Tito. Anytime you hear me say my dad or pops, I mean my pops, Lloyd. All right. So by mistake, on purpose, my whole world starts to shift. So let's get to it. Unbeknownst to me, I'm not looking. I'm not searching. I don't need no answers. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Melly, though, starts inquiring. Once again, the cousins. She got the cousins. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yo, I don't even know how it started, to be honest with you. But somehow, some way, she's talking to her cousin about my biological dad. And one of her cousins say, girl, you know, I'm the Facebook detective. Like, if I want to find somebody, I can find him. I bet you I can find his dad. This is all unbeknownst to me. Or Tito. Let me say Tito. I bet you I can find Tito. I am the Facebook detective and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine, I'm my age. I was gonna tell y'all, but you know what? If you think I'm only 28, I want you to keep believing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna admit nothing. But she's like, bro, I bet you I can find him. And then Melly tells me, like, yo, I was talking to the cousins and this and that, this and that. I'm like, not really paying attention, halfway paying attention. Like, whatever. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't have to do that. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Melly we had a conversation when she was talking about the ancestry. She was telling me, like, you should get the ancestry and find this stuff, and maybe you can find your dad and all this stuff. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like a little piece of me felt like if I did that, I was not being loyal to Pops. You know what I'm saying? And then another piece of me, like, I really didn't have any curiosity. And once again, that goes back to just me feeling like I'm not missing out on anything. I got a dad. I got family. Like I don't know. But she has said something in the conversation. She has said, well, how do you know that your dad's not looking for you? And that blew my mind, because I never thought about that. I never thought that he was looking for me. I wasn't looking for him. You know, and I was content that he wasn't looking for me. But then it kind of sparked something in my head. And then it made certain things not make sense. And it was like, yeah, you're right. Like, why would he, like if he didn't want to be in my life, like let's say you're right and he's looking for me. And if he didn't want me to be in his life, like, what was the importance of me getting his name? Like why did my name have to change if he had no interest in being in my life? You know, and it's like, like that, like I knew that information for so long, but it was never no questions attached to it. It was just the answer, I guess. Like I was just like, that's the reality of everything. So now with the whole idea of, well, wait, like what if he's been looking for me and can't find me? Like I don't know. That shit was just, it changed everything. Actually, it really did. It changed everything because now I'm like, but once again, it's like, should I entertain these ideas? And like, what kind of son am I being right now to Pops? Like, I had to call Pops and get his permission, like, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to hear from him that it was okay to look. Like, cause I don't know. Like, I just felt like that was disrespectful. Like I was putting myself in his place. Like, damn, I'm raising these kids and shit. None of their dads stood up. No child support. No nothing. Like these niggas, they was never around. And fucking like, now you want to find your dad? Really? Like, who the fuck? Like, so it was like a small part of me. I'm not gonna do that to Pops. Like, Pops is that's my dad. I'm not gonna do that to him. I don't need a biological dad. I got my dad. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just like this weird thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But I needed to hear from his voice to say, like, bro. And he was like mad chill about it. He was like, bro, I know you love me. Like, yo, I know you love me. I'm not afraid or nothing like that. Like, yo, like if you're looking and curious, bro, go for it. Like, yo, I hope you get your answers. Like, you, like, what can I do to help you? And shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I needed to hear it from him in a sense, even though still I'm like halfway interested. Like, Pops is Pops, man. That's my dad, bro. Like, my brothers are my brothers. Like, yo, like, I'm good. Like, I don't need nobody else. Like, but anyway, once he kind of said, nah, man, go for it, bro. I know where we stand. I know our relationship is good. Like I'm not threatened. If if you feel like I'm gonna feel threatened because you're in this journey, then I want to release that from you. Like, nah, like, bro, go for it. I hope you find your dad. And what can I do to help you find your dad? You know what I'm saying? Like, or Tito or whatever like that. But so after he was okay with it, it was like, all right, let me entertain this. Let me entertain this idea of finding my biological dad, because then it's like, you ask yourself, like, well, what questions do I have? I don't have any questions. Like, I don't know what to ask. Like, I don't even know how to feel because I got a dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. I don't know if I can ever put it into words, man. But anyway, Melly's like, yo, or her cousin's like, yo, I bet you I could find him. I kid you not. They tell me, and I'm like, well, whatever, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, go for it. Pops is the best, bro. Who said that? Cousin. What up, cousin? Yeah, Pops is the best, bro. He really is, bro. And it's even more better now that I know the whole story, which I'm going to share with you guys. But so they find a picture of this guy that night. Like, literally, like 2 hours later, Melly has a picture to show me of a person that she thinks is my dad. And let me tell you right now, her cousin, bro, stand up, bro. Like, yo, she went above and beyond. She didn't just find pictures and said, I think this is. She found pictures and started reaching out to people and was like talking on the behalf of the family. Like, yo, I think this might be one of your father's. Like, bro, I'm gonna get to it. She really went above and beyond, bro. Like when she said she was the fucking Facebook detective, she wasn't lying, bro. 2 hours later, they have a picture to show me. They actually showed me 3 pictures. Pictures of this guy, man, this Puerto Rican dude, man. You know what I'm saying? This Puerto Rican dude, bro. He don't look like me. That's what I'm thinking. I'm telling you my perspective, guys. I'm like, that's not me. That nigga don't look like me. You know what I'm saying? They wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there was 2 pictures. They sent me 3. The first 2 pictures, I'm like, they wrong. That ain't my ain't no way in hell is y'all gonna find them that fast. Stop playing, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. Listen, I'm 50 years old. I haven't looked for him for 50 years. You gonna tell me in 2 hours you found him? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. In 2 hours y'all found him. Yeah, I. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. All of a sudden, I see the 3rd picture. The 3rd picture was the picture that made me go, hold on. All right, time out. I'm not gonna lie to you. He didn't live up to my image. I remember my mom telling me, yo, you look just like your pops. You look just like your biological dad. But you're just shorter. I expected more. I expected more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, this ain't him. Nah, this dude isn't cool enough. He isn't pretty enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Nah, that ain't my dad. He looked like a little beer hole and shit. Like, nah, that ain't him. That ain't him. But here's the kick to the nuts, though, guys. The picture that they found was a picture from his sister as a memorial because he had passed away 2 years ago. So, not only to me did he not look like me, but by the slim chance that he is my biological dad, I don't want him to be dead. It can't be him. Because listen, if I did have answers, if I did have questions, I mean, like if I did need to hear something, the only person that could give me that information would be him. So I don't want to find my biological dad and he's can't answer anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me rewind a little bit. Because remember, me and my family, we like to fight. We like to break apart. We're not talking to them no more. I carry that same curse too. And I do a good job of it. I get into bad terms with my mom. I ain't fucking with my mom no more. I get into bad terms with Pops. I ain't fucking with Pops no more. I ain't fucking with nobody. I think it's a defense mechanism. I'm not going to give anybody the opportunity to hurt me again. Only people that can hurt me are people that I care about. And once you guys show me that you're capable of hurting me, you know what? You don't get that chance again. I don't care. I'd rather not talk to you no more than give you a chance to hurt me again. You know what I'm saying? So 2025 is ending. Like, I ain't fucking with none of y'all no more. I don't got no family. This is my family right here. Like, it's the family I'm restarting. I always felt like I was the zero origin. Back to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who my biological dad is. I don't fuck with my mom. I don't fuck with my pops. I don't fuck with nobody. I'm zero. Back to zero. It's us, guys. Let's start something better with just us. You know what I'm saying? And that was my mindset. But $2026 was different. In 2026, lady, our beloved dog for freaking 13 years, she passed away. And we gotta deal with that. Like, that was the worst thing about 2026. That's why the only reason why I want to bring it up. You guys probably like, well, what does that have to do with your ancestry story? But damn, it's lady. God damn it. It's lady. 2026 started with death. It started with saying goodbye to a loved one. It started putting things into perspective, how life is so short. We're not promised tomorrow. 2026. It's a brand new year. You know what? It's the year of forgiveness. It's the year of forgiveness. And trying to find answers, because when I was first doing the ancestry thing, Melly was like, yo, ask your mom about this and that. And I wanted to ask mommy about some questions too. But I don't fuck with my mom. My mom don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to say this, and only because I think it's important to the story. Once again, my mom is my mom. I love my mom. My mom can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? I will always pick my mom. I will always choose her side. I don't care how I'm feeling. My mom need me. I'm going to drop everything for her. You know what I'm saying? But my mom also had a hard life. And life hasn't always been fair to her. And she lost her way. And God helped her find her way. So I'm forever grateful of God. You know? But when I'm talking to my mom could be cold. And when I was asking her certain questions, she was being cold with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this because I'm hoping that this story can help you or help somebody, anybody. Remember, I'm not messing with my mom. My mom not messing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm going to be to the point where my mom told me some things that just really kind of like let me know where she was standing at that time. But excuse me, that's all nasty and shit. But my mom could be cold. And when I was asking her certain questions, she was just kind of just give me one answer type of thing. And I could, you know how you could catch a hint? Like, yeah, all right, you don't want to be bothered right now. Like, let me catch the hint. 'Cause remember, my mom can't do no wrong. I love my mom. So I'm going to let my mom have her way. All right, mommy. No worries. And this is the love of a wife. Because the wife isn't going to be afraid to have those battles for you as a husband. Or not even a husband, as a son. Because at that moment, I was a son. And I was affected. Because it is the reality. Like, damn. My mom don't love me. You know? And I start thinking like, and you know how you start feeling negative. So everything affects you. So I'm like, well, okay, so I got a dad and a mom who don't want me. You know? And I remember saying that to her by accident as a moment of weakness. Because usually I keep my true feelings to myself. Because I feel like no one can handle. I'm supposed to be the strong one. So if I'm acting weak, everybody's gonna panic. I can't share my pain with people. I have to keep it myself, because if you actually knew what I was worried about, you will always be afraid. I can't have you being afraid of me. I'm here to make you strong. I'm here to help you become courageous. So I don't share my weaknesses too often. And that was a moment of vulnerability where I said what I was supposed to say in my head, and I let it come out. But that's how I felt at the moment. Like, okay, well, I got a dad and a mom who don't want me. Like, that's my reality. You know, to me, that's how I cope and can manage things. I'm not going to sit here and pretend and then have myself be vulnerable to attack or being hurt, right? So it's like, boom, you gotta master this real quick. You gotta master it. You gotta face it. I don't have the luxury of running away from a fear or something that hurts me. I have to face it, because the only way I get to win. Otherwise, that fear will control and win. And I'm not that type of dude. I'm not built like that. With me saying that, must have gave my wife strength, because she had that. You saw how I was mad, ignorant today, angry, wanted to stand up for what I felt was right. Well, that was her, and she did that with my mom. And it was a real conversation that they had, to the point where I thought things were going to get worse. I'm like, oh, shit. My mom didn't talk to me before. She's really not going to call me no more now. And then you have those questions. Like, I have because my mom can't do no wrong. So all right, mommy, I'm gonna let you have this, and at the same time, I'm going to keep it moving though. I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? This isn't gonna affect me or hold me back. I'm gonna keep it moving. And it was the next day, my mom sent me a text, and she was like, "I love you," and I want you in my life. And like, it was like an open door to the point where, and remember, like I said, 2026 is about forgiveness. To the point where we were able to Zoom each other and have a real we had that uncomfortable conversation in order to make things right. And it was well needed. And she got to tell me everything that she didn't like. Because she was saying things that I didn't even know that bothered her. And that I didn't even know was a problem. Or was a contributor or an um, antagonizer of the situation. And remember, you guys know already, it was my whole daughter thing. That was like the final straw or whatever. Like, yo, like, that's going to be the reason why. It's a good enough reason not to mess with her no more. You know what I mean? Bro, I was able to talk about that and get it out. And we were able to be mature and like, I don't know, we were able to be a son and a mother. You know what I'm saying? At that moment. And bro, it was beautiful, man. I was able to get everything off my chest. She was able to get everything off her chest. And we were able to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard my mom apologize. Like, I never heard my mom apologize. Like, I've heard her apologize, like, nigga, I'm sorry and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I never heard my mom, like, because remember, her and Melly got into whatever beef, but it was so needed. Because if it wasn't for that little fight, there wouldn't have been no turnaround. There wouldn't have been no forgiveness. And my mom was like, let me see her ugly face or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, still being my mom. Like, yo, you got, like, that's my mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Melly knew it was still coming from a place of love. And, Melly was like, Ma, I love you and this and that and this and that. Love your son, whatever, whatever. And I heard my mom say, yo, I'm sorry. I thought that was amazing. I really do. And I want you guys to know that me and my mom, we Zoomed for like 5-6 days straight. Like, in finding my biological dad, I wasn't alone. I had Pops and I had my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like we found him together in a sense. Like, it wasn't me just being selfish and doing, like, I wanted to, as a son, as a good son, I wanted to know, Pops, am I violating anything? Like, am I doing anything wrong? Like, to my mom, like, Ma, can I rely on you? Like, can we trust in each other? Like, so to have that openness and that we're like doing this all together, bro. I can't tell you like how happy I am inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's like, so the reason why I'm telling you with the whole mom thing, because it's like, all right, let's shift it real fast. Remember, she finds a picture. She give me 3 pictures. 2 of them, I'm like, nah, he don't live up to the image. But that 3rd picture, it did look like me. Or an older version of me. Like, what I'm going to grow into. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't real unless mommy says that's him. I don't remember what my biological dad looks like. All I know is my mom said He looks like you, but he's tall. My dad always said, Pops always said, yo, your dad was taller than me. He was like 6 foot. Like they kicked it. When they went and dropped me off, Pops said, yo, your dad was cool. He was into the same thing. My pops loved Bruce Lee. So did my biological dad. Pops wanted to open his own school, was into karate. You know what I'm saying? This dude was doing karate with the Bruce Lee thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of things that they had in common. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told me, like, yo, your dad was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, what was the point I was trying to make? I was trying to make a point right there. Like I said, yo, everything is like mushed together. I'm trying to get it all right and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, let's just pick up from somewhere. What was I saying, guys? Unless you remember. Your mom had a type. Yeah. Yo, you gotta like Bruce Lee or I can't fuck with you and shit. Yo, if you don't like Bruce Lee. Nah, my mom had a hard life, bro. And I'm gonna get into that, a little bit of it. Of why things didn't pan out, let's say. But anyway. I remember what the point was. We were all together as a family. You know what I'm saying? I got my mom's now support, and we're talking, and now she's giving me like she's like, baby, really, I don't really know. Like, I was young. You know what I'm saying? She was 17 years old when she had me. She was pregnant, and there was another girl pregnant. Juanita. She was pregnant, and Juanita was pregnant. Tito's mother didn't like my mom. Racism is real, guys. Racism exists. My mom was considered a black Puerto Rican, where Juanita was considered a white Puerto Rican. And that was her preference for her son. You know what I'm saying? My biological dad. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to manipulate the situation so much that she did take him to the tarot card reading. And he did get a tarot card reading of, that's not your son. That's the son of a black child. You know what I'm saying? Which is so crazy to me, right? Because I don't know why I say it like that, because that's how it was told to me. But when I think about it, it's like, well, Pops is black. Like, it's funny, like, was that person real? But I know that's demonic and shit. That's not real. But it was just funny how blase blah. You know what I'm saying? But so he had the pressure of the family to not mess with my mom. My mom had a hard life growing up. Can imagine, she probably got pregnant at 16. She had me at 17. Can only imagine, like, Brooklyn, New York. Young. She had the stepdad that was living there, who's still in grandma's life. Even though grandma passed away now, but only reason why I say that was because he was a big determining factor of why my mom, part of why my mom's life was so hard. You know what I'm saying? But so now my mom has this information that she's pregnant, and Tito isn't claiming her. He's claiming this other chick and with his mom's support. So my mom goes home to tell her mother, I'm pregnant. It don't go well. Her mom and her stepdad, and the stepdad was a major, like, voice in the family. And he's like, nah, you gotta go. Can't be pregnant here. My mom got kicked out the house at 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? And had to figure it out. And I know my mom told me, and that's what she's telling me, like, baby, I'm just a child, this is that, this and that. I went home and told mommy. They kicked me out the house. They said, go live with Esther. Go ahead. Go live with Tito. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. And She like, I can't. He picking Juanita. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I guess my mom is figuring it out. Now, unbeknownst to my mom, I guess, this is like what I'm learning now. I didn't know this before. Unbeknownst to my mom, when she finally gives birth to me, she has a couple of friends that would come over and watch me and babysit me. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like take some of the stress off. My mom's 17 years old. I could only imagine like the time that she might have needed for herself. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, yo, let me watch the baby and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, my mom didn't know that when they would take me to go see Tito's sisters. And that was the sisters is one of the sisters that Melissa's cousin had reached out to. But so now remember, I'm supposed to be the child of a black man. So now the sisters see me and go, "Oh, wait a minute. This kind of looks like Tito and shit." You know what I'm saying? So they must have went to their brother and was like, "Bah, like I don't know, like yo, I know the tarot card reading said this and that and shit, but we saw the baby. He looked like you." So I guess I only remember one time meeting my biological dad, but I guess there was 2 times. That first time I don't remember. So that first time is when the sisters tell him, "Yo, I don't know. Could be yours." He goes, my mom tells me, "I remember that he came and he sat down by the stoop." And the stoop here, everybody knows, is the porch and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he sat down next to me. So I guess it was me, mommy. He comes out of nowhere, sits down next to me. And he's looking at me. And he looks at mommy. You know what I'm saying? He looks at me. And then he looks at mommy again. And he's Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? So he says something in Spanish. You know how shit sounds cooler in Spanish than it does in English? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. But he says something in Spanish, something like "there's joke on my face" or something of that nature, I guess. But basically saying like, "Yo, I really made a big mistake." You know what I'm saying? Like I laid a bad egg or something like yo, like I really like a rotten egg. Like, you know how you stinked up the place. Like I really fucked up right now. And I guess that's when he decided he wanted to change my name to his name. The belief was back in that day, I had my mom's maiden name. So if you was a son who had your mom's maiden name, you were known as a bastard child. So it was his belief, I don't want him to be a bastard child. So I want to give him my name. You know what I'm saying? So he was like gun ho about it. After seeing me, like, "Oh damn, I really fucked up." Like, "Oh shit." So now, when I went to go visit him, I know he had 2 daughters, and I thought there was a baby in the crib. Later on, I find out that was the sister's baby, and that Juanita was pregnant with another child who also would be a boy. But I remember when I went there for the 7 days, I don't remember nothing memorable about what me and him did. But I remember playing with my sisters, like the whole time. Like that's all I remember, like in my brain when I think, you know what I'm saying? I remember playing with them. But I just want to bring it up because it's gonna tie into the story in a second. So now he's looking at me like, yeah, like, damn, I really fucked up. This is my son. I find out, I think this is why I was saying that right now, is later on I find out that me and his first daughter, because remember, my mom and that girl Juanita were pregnant at the same time. Well, I find out that I'm actually the first child by a month. That's crazy, right? Like the the one child that he didn't have in his life, I was actually number one. But anyway, um, so that's when he wanted to change my name. He didn't want me to be a bastard child. You know, that's honorable. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Like, so he wanted me to be what I'm believing is a junior. He wanted me to be Nestor, blase blah. You know what I'm saying? And my mom's like, nah, nah, nah. Nestor's ugly nigga. Like, nah, nah. That's an ugly name. You know what I'm saying? And my mom always said, like, since the beginning, when she first saw me, I was born, I had blue eyes, I had blonde, curly hair, I looked Italian. My mom said she only knew Italian men to be handsome and gorgeous and shit like that. And I was a pretty child, and I needed a pretty name. So she wanted to name me Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my mom's mindset. She like, Nestor? Nah, we're not doing that. That shit ugly. Like, we're not doing that. But I think that's how he came up with the Tito. And he basically, to him, I'm the junior. Because he had another son. And it's not like he named him after him. You know what I'm saying? So I find out with Juanita, he has the 3 kids. There's more to the story, and I'll get to that. I don't want to go too far ahead. But yeah, that was honorable. He didn't want me to be a bastard child. So then I went and then I visited him right after the name change, like at some point. I thought I was 12. I guess after we did the math and everything, I was more like 9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? Which is mad crazy, right? Like, I'm like, damn, like I could think back to when I was 9 years old. That's crazy. I can't think of no younger, I don't think. I think that's pretty cool though. But so I visit him, but I want to go back home and this and that. And then fast forward to a week ago or whatever, like when we were talking about it, and like, yeah, maybe your dad's looking for you and shit. Like, wow, like, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, like, why would he want me to have his name if he didn't want to be in my life? Like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, okay, time out. Like, I know I didn't ask for him to go see him. But why didn't he want to see me again? I only saw him one time. Like, how? So now I got these. Like, I didn't think I had any questions, but now I do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me plug you in for you, Don. I should have been having you plugged in. What the hell? Kilo. Where was I? Past that. Yeah, like, I only visited him one time. Like, how come? Like, how come he didn't want to come see me no more or something like that? Like, you know, all right, like, you know, things aren't really making sense right now. Boom. So now remember, the cousin, she finds a memorial picture of him. And now I still don't have confirmation. Like, yo, in my heart, I hope this isn't him because, you know, I don't want him to be passed away. I want him to be alive. So I send a picture to my mom because my mom is the only one that could really verify if this is the guy. Because I don't remember his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember what he looks like. So, you know, of course, Mom Dukes, you know, they're old and shit, you know what I'm saying? Go to bed early and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I already know if I'm sending this at 10 o'clock in the night, my mom's not going to respond till sometime tomorrow. So now I have to wait. Now, meanwhile, the cousin is talking to Tito's sister, Sonia, who doesn't remember me, but she's saying stuff like, yeah, I'm calling for a family of a friend. Um, he never met his dad, this and that, blah, 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 boom, 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 like saying my whole life story and shit to them. You know what I mean? And to the point where she's like, I don't really remember. Like, so she calls her sister. Her sister says, yeah, there is a, you know what I'm saying? He does have a child that's out there. So now that they're in communication, she's like, yo, I'm telling you, this is his dad. Like, I'm telling you. But I don't want to believe it. I want to wait for confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put myself through any unnecessary emotions or whatever. I don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to worry about it. But the next morning, my mom sends me a text. And it says, I'm so sorry, Bob, but this is him. Now remember, he passed away 2 years ago. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, time out. First of all, I'm mind blown. We found him. And now he's gone. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what am I processing right now? What am I feeling right now? Because, and I don't want this to sound disrespectful, it's hard to feel something for someone when there's no connection. Am I making sense, guys? Like, I'm sad, but I'm still not getting the magnitude of everything. I'm kind of like lost in transition a little bit. You know what I mean? Even right now, I don't really know where to put all my emotions. I am sad, but I'm a sad, like equally for like anybody who passes away. When I lost my brother, I'm devastated. I lose my grandmother, I'm devastated. But these people have like strong connections with me. Like our roots are like intertwined together. Like our story is meshed. Like if you talk about the beginning of our story, like, and I can't process losing someone that I'm not connected to, but there is this weird feeling of like, wow, that's my biological father. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to this day, I'm still like trying to. It's crazy, bro. But now it's like, oh shit, okay. And then the answers that I had start getting, or the questions that I had start getting answered. Like, okay, if he didn't plan on being in my life, why give me his name? Why did I only see him one time? Like, I know I didn't look for him. But what stopped him looking for me? Like, because remember, this whole thing started with me believing, well, maybe he's looking for you. But I don't see that right now. I don't see him looking for me. You know what I mean? Not that it's a bad thing. I wasn't looking for him. It's the same. It's like, I get it. There's no bitterness. I'm not mad. But I'm not sad. I'm not anything. I'm processing. I still can't believe we found him. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the beginning. We're all the way at the end now. But in my brain, I'm all the way still in the beginning. Trying to process the whole thing. And I don't really know what to do with everything. I don't know where to put everything yet in my filing cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still like, okay, hold on. What is this? Is this miscellaneous? Is this like family shit? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But But the questions start getting answered. And through Sonia, she leads me through a whole family. Bro, I have, in total, including my biological dad, I have 11 uncles and aunts. I think it's broken up to, it's 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's like 6 boys, 5 girls, something like that. 3 of them passed away. 4 of them passed away, excuse me. I always don't include my biological. So out of the 11 uncles and aunts that I have, 4 is gone. I have X amount of numbers of freaking cousins, bro. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 siblings that I don't know about yet and haven't met yet. Except for, remember, Juanita was pregnant at the same time as my mom. The only siblings that would remember me would be Juanita's kids. And not even the 3rd child. So she had 2 girls and she wound up having a boy. Let's go down a road of Tito. Because when we go down the road of Tito is where all my answers, all my questions get answered. In the road of Tito, remember, he sees me at the stoop. He says, damn, I fucked up. I don't want him to be a bastard child. I'm going to give him my name. That meant that he was a stand-up guy. Boom. He wanted to be in my life. He wanted me to go stay with him. I stayed with him for a week. Went back home. Never heard of him again. But in the mind of Tito, in the reality of Tito, he's living with his family with Juanita. We're all from the streets, guys. So let's not act like we're all perfect. He was a hustler. He hustled out the building. He was trying to make ends meet. You already know. No one really hustles to be a millionaire. We hustle because opportunity, circumstances. But whatever his excuse was, he was a hustler. He hustled out the building. He was selling the cocaina, you know what I'm saying? Like the heavy shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't have said that there because, you know, YouTube could be weird, sensitive and shit. But I guess what happened was his girl had sold something to an undercover. Okay, remember, he did change my name because he did want to be in my life. Now, how come he didn't visit me no more? They were hustling out the house. Pops always told me too. When I talked to Pops, remember when I told you guys that I asked Pops, like, yo, bro, like, we good? Like, am I doing anything wrong by doing this? He said, I always had a fear. I was glad that you didn't ask to go see your dad no more. Because he was a hustler. He hustled out the building. And I was always afraid. What if he ever got raided? And what if, what if I'm there? I don't want that for my son. So he was happy that I didn't. And he was happy that he didn't. Like, he felt like that was a win. Because there's a chance that this could happen, and I don't want you to be there if it does. Like, I don't want you to be a part of that. Well, Pop's fear had actually came true. But I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess the story is that she might have sent someone undercover. They came, they raided the building. When they raided the building, of course, he takes the blame for everything. All it's all mine. And he goes to jail for 2 years. So that's the beginning of answering. Well, how come I only saw him one time? Like, yo, how come he wasn't like, why change my name? He didn't want to be here. Well, he wanted to be locked up for 2 years. He comes from a big family. I told you how many brothers and sisters he has, right? Well, they were taking care of each other, and he had one of his brothers going over there and kind of like still helping Juanita with the bills and everything like that. Well, unbeknownst to him, while he's in jail, she wasn't holding shit down. She was getting down. And she was indulging and becomes like how can I say she becomes a crackhead in a nice way? Like like somebody in the chat want to help me. Like, how do you call somebody a crackhead in a nice way and shit? You know what I'm saying? So we don't disrespect nobody and shit. But she kind of starts partaking in activities and she becomes overindulgent, you know what I'm saying, in her situation, to the point that she's a mess. And she about to lose the apartment, everything. Like, everything's about to go down. Like, she's not who he thought she was. So I guess he gets out of jail and shit's still bad, to the point where he gets awarded the 3 kids from her. And that's 2 girls and a boy. And he takes them and he moves to Puerto Rico. Now, I believe, although I haven't got like confirmation yet, I believe he must have had family there. Because, like, why else go to Puerto Rico unless you already got some of your family? Now, when I talk to my aunt, Sonia, she lives in Puerto Rico. So I can't think it's too far-fetched to believe he went there, just like why I came to CT. Like, my family was here, so I'm going back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I in my brain, that makes sense to me. He's thinking, bro, I need to go back home. Like, I need help. I got these 3 kids. I just got out of jail. Can't hustle no more. They watching me and shit. I got these 3 kids. My baby mama on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need like instant help. Like, he must have went back home where mom and dad was or something. Like, yo, like, all my brothers, like, they deep, bro. I saw pictures of them, bro. They look like a tight family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think ultimately that's the only thing that really mattered to me, was just to know, like, do I come from a stand-up guy? Is he a good guy? Is he a good guy? You know? I don't know where I come from. The people, you go to the hospital and they ask you, oh, yo, so what's your family history? And I'm like, I am the history. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. So he moves to Puerto Rico. Now, when he moves to Puerto Rico, he got the 3 kids with him. He meets this other woman who also have kids. And they build this thing. He has a new family with her now. And he has 3 more kids with her. 3 girls. So remember I said I had 6 siblings? So I got 5 sisters and 1 brother. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, right? Anyway. And kind of like he dies there. He dies in Puerto Rico. I could get into it more, but I'm just like, that's his story. But I do want to bring out some things, so I will go a little deeper then. To me, he was a stand-up guy because he did right by his 3 kids. He went and he started a new family, and he had 3 more kids. Like he fulfilled, like, like that I don't want to say prophecy, because not like God gave us a prophecy to fill the world, but I mean he did his job. He had his kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? But but if you go into the dynamics of who he was, like that all sounds good. And I'm gonna use this loosely. I'm gonna say he wasn't a good guy because what I'm gonna tell you guys, but necessarily that didn't really mean he was a bad guy. I don't think he was a bad guy. I think he was a good guy with demons, just like the rest of us. And finding out his story, I find out that he's like a cheater. Like he's just a habitual cheater. Learning the information from his sister is not like I'm not getting it from like a reputable source. And that's why, like, for me right now in this journey, I'm more interested in finding or getting information from his brothers and sisters to know exactly like who he was. But from what I've gathered so far, he just been known to cheat on girls. And maybe he, maybe he had a swag and shit. Like maybe he was like chill. Like, bro, I've been there. When I first was coming up as a young kid too, like I think none of us are really faithful. Like we're not really, that's not what's taught or whatever. Like you kind of learn that through growth, you know? But I find out that he's a cheater, you know what I'm saying? And he cheats on everybody. And let me tell you, because karma's real. And like I said, this story is going to help somebody. But at the same time, this is the year of forgiveness. Like we all have a story to tell. And none of our stories is perfect. Because we're broken people. Trying to learn to be fixed. And we're trying to learn from other broken people. So 2026 is about giving people grace to fuck up and disappoint us. Because they're not perfect, just like we're not perfect. But it's mainly about forgiving. You know what I'm saying? So I forgive him. You know what I'm saying? So he was just a cheater. You know what I'm saying? He cheated on everybody. And this is where I say where karma is real. And this is no disrespect. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know like where the line should be for respect. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to know the real story. Because y'all my peoples and I should be able to tell y'all my rules. But I do want to bring it out there. Like I don't use any of this against him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a man. And he lived his life and he made his choices. And it's for him and God to deal with. Like as of me, I have my own problems that I'm gonna deal with God. So I don't see any of this as a negative thing or a slay. Like, bro, this is my biological father. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my blood's history. And this is what I come from. And that's why I wanted to know, like, is he a good guy? Like, what? I always felt like I was back to square zero. And now I'm not no more. So the identity, like, remember I was saying about the identity, like everything kind of shifts and changes and shit. It's like, yo, it's weird. But he was just known to cheat on all his women. And I guess him and Juanita were known to cheat on each other. And that was just part of his, what do you call that, man? It's attached to him, it's tethered to him. It's like his demon. Maybe it's my demon too. It's a demon that's tethered to your blood. I'm not sure. But I could be honest, right? I could be honest, right? All right. So I guess what happened is, here's a couple stories I'm gonna share with you guys. Remember, the only kids that's really gonna remember me are Juanita's kids. And Juanita had an older sister, older daughter, the middle daughter, and the baby that she was pregnant with. So of course I have no relationship with the baby. And the little daughter, I mean, we played a couple of times, but she the little kid. The only one that would really remember me was the oldest one. And I through Melly, we find all this information, man. And her name was Chastity. She was a pretty. I have all my sisters are very pretty, except for the middle one. But all the other sisters, very pretty. But guys, my sister, and I find out, remember I'm the oldest? Remember they were pregnant at the same time. And I find out that I'm the oldest by a month. So I was technically the first, and she's the second. She's the only one that would really remember me and be like, yo, I remember you. And be able to tell me little kid stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? She passed away too. Like the only sister that would remember me is gone. So I guess, once again, remember, Tito gets awarded the 3 kids and they move to Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, she starts a life. I guess she has a couple kids with a guy and they break up though. And long story short, I guess it was a Valentine's Day and they had broke up. Excuse me, they had broke up. And I guess the guy wanted to try to fix things and work things out with her. And it was Valentine's Day, so he went over there. And I guess he wasn't allowed to be in the house. And the little sister, let him in. And I can only imagine how she feels, man. Like, she probably feels like it's her fault and shit. I really hope. I hope God gives her peace, you know what I'm saying? But he comes in and he's like, yo, like, hey, I want to fix things, blah, blah, blah. And she doesn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? She's not interested in fixing things. I don't know what was the problem. Or anything, but he winds up shooting her. He winds up pew-pewing her a couple times, and then he pewed himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, that is crazy, bro. My sister was murdocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's crazy, bro. But because of that tragedy, remember, Tito started a whole new life with this woman, had 3 new kids. So you can only imagine, they were probably like the Brady Bunch and shit. He brought 3, she had a couple, they had 3 more and shit. The little one had curls. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. But through that tragedy, Juanita comes and visits. And in her visitation of going there and mourning their child, he slips up and he cheats again. He cheats on her. He cheats on his current girl with Juanita. And cheating with her. Upon cheating with her, he winds up contracting the virus. So now you already imagine, he goes back home. He tells the current girl, not only did I cheat, I also got the virus. She breaks up with him. You know what I'm saying? So now he has the virus and he's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's living his life. Gets a new girlfriend or whatever like that. But long story short is, 2 years ago, he has a slip and a fall, and I guess he doesn't recover good. He finds out that he's bleeding internally, so he goes to the hospital. And upon the inspection of the fall and the internal bleeding, find out that he has liver cancer. And from what I'm told, that's what he passed away from, or passed away with, was the liver cancer. And that's how my biological dad passed away. But it's just crazy to me how I didn't know I was in this journey. And I started off with not knowing anything until having the whole complete story. How do I feel? I don't know, Kayla. I really don't know how to feel. Normal? I feel normal. I'm not sad, depressed, or anything like that. I just have all this information and I don't know where to put it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not confused or like worrisome or devastated, or I just have all this information. And here's the thing, right, Kayla, that's the most crazy to me. I thought the story stopped when I had all my answers. I really thought that I was in control of all this. I thought I was the narrator of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I never imagined or thought that they would have questions, that they would have that they would want answers, that they and now I have all these uncles and aunts, and they're telling me they love me, and they're telling me they want to see me, and it's crazy. I didn't know, like, me and Melly keep saying this, and I don't know if it's just the ignorance of my own stubbornness or whatever. I don't even know, like, it's just me trying to toot my own horn. He only has 2 sons. And if you line me up with the other son, I feel like I look more like the biological dad than he does. But that might just be me flexing, trying to sound important. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's really weird. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I don't know. Like I feel like I have a lot of obligations now. I feel like I'm obligated to be available for them, to them. And I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro. It's like, you ever see those shows where there's like one breed of guy and he's just living his life, and then he realizes there's others like him? You know what I mean? Like, yo, what? Wait, there's more like me? I have cousins. I have uncles. I have aunts. I mean, it's just like, it's just crazy. And they're like, yo, bro, I want to see you. Like, yo, like, welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying? So, Kayla, how I want to do it, I feel like the most important people right now is probably my uncles and my aunts. Because those are going to be the closest thing to my biological father that I can get. And even if I didn't think I had questions, they're going to give me shit. But I am curious. Did he talk about me? What do you know? What do you know about me? What did he say about me? Did he ever tell you he wanted to come to see me, but life just been too hard? Like, I don't know. He lived a whole life. I never, like, 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 if he, like, and not to put the pressure on him, because like I said, I wasn't looking for him either. But at the same time, Melly's cousin found him in 2 hours. If you really wanted to see me, like what was I talking? Like who? Like I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it is weird because I keep saying like this, I use this reference like I didn't know I needed any of this stuff, but at the same time, it's almost like seeing a cut heal, but you didn't know you had that cut. Like you could see it and you could feel it healing, but you never knew like you even had it. Like that's how I feel. Like if that makes sense, I feel like I just saw a cut heal that I never knew I had. My load does feel a little lighter. I mean, if I did have questions, they're kind of answered. Like I get it as a man. Like yo, why didn't he come and see his son again? Well, damn, he goes to jail. His wife's a crackhead. He got to save his life. He goes to Puerto Rico. Starts a whole new life, have 3 more kids. Like, nigga, when does he have time? When does he have time? You know what I'm saying? But then I think of this too. I say, but would I have won if he was my dad? And I think like this. I go, would he have played football as much as Pops would have played with me? Would he would have brought all those Transformers, G.I. Joes? Like, would he have been sitting down with me and my brothers talking, building Legos and shit? Like, I mean, he cheated a lot. I could imagine that he would have cheated on my mom. Hurt my mom. And I talked to my mom and I started telling my mom, Mom, listen to all this information I have now. Like, yo, listen, it's an overload. I need to tell somebody, Mom. Can you hear this? She said, I know that your dad really loved me, but his mom got in the way. When I talked to Sonia, she goes, you know, your dad confessed to me that he really loved your mother. So that's confirmation. But he was also a habitual cheater. So I had to tell my mom, although all that lovey-dovey shit, he really confessed his love to you. I think we ended up with the better end of the stick. He would have just cheated on you. He would have just hurt you. You know? And who would I have been? Not me right now. Who you guys see right now, I wouldn't be him. Melly? These kids, this wonderful life I have, wouldn't exist. I would be someone else. Would I have been a good man or a bad man? Would I would have followed that same chain? Just had a bunch of baby moms? Because I'm a family man, because that's what Pops was. You know what I'm saying? Who would I be? And I really in my heart, I almost want to thank Tito. I mean, I do know my history now, and I do have a lot of uncles, aunts, cousins, and siblings to learn from. But I'm really fortunate of how I turned out and the people that are in my life to help me become that person. You know? So 2026, forgive everybody. It's a new slate. I want to be a part of everybody's life. Life's too short. And I'm going to reach out to my biological side and see what that offers me. Oh, Kayla, I forgot to finish answering the question. I want to start off with the uncles and aunts, learn about who he really was. And in that, I want to be introduced to the cousins. Because the cousins, I feel like, yo, we could be lit, we could be chill, we could talk, whatever, whatever. The siblings, am I being petty? But it's all baby mama shit. Like, am I really interested in siblings? I don't know. Because really, I mean, my mom and your mom, I don't want to say was in competition and he chose your mom. Like, do I really owe y'all? Do I owe y'all anything? I mean, y'all can tell me stories about your, about our biological dad, let's say. But am I really interested in hearing the perspective of the baby mama's kids? I don't know. But if I do reach out to my siblings, they're last on my list. You know what I mean? Your brother never did anything. He could be the coolest guy. Give him a chance. You're right, Kayla. I'm just telling you what's on my brain. Not that it's right and not that I'm gonna follow it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know yet. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't even remember me. I wouldn't know anything. Like, we don't have like anything. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, hey, so we had the same dad, huh? Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? At least with the aunts and uncles, I could be like, yo, how was he as a kid? What your mom think about him? What you think about him? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Pride. Nah, I don't want to be prideful. It's a sin. It's a sin. And like I'm just like revealing what's in my heart, but not like let's say I all of a sudden get a text and it's from my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm show love. I'm just saying what's in my heart and my mind, not like that's the truth or something like that. Like once again, I'm a flawed human. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I can't be honest in what's in my brain, then it's like I'm faking shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. That's like my new reality. Like I said, I feel a lot of obligations. Because once again, like, and I don't know if this sounds bad, but like, bro, I wasn't looking for nothing. I wasn't looking for any of this stuff. It just kind of just fell in my lap and shit. And now it's like, damn, with all this information, Key, what do you do? But you know what? You're right, though. You know what, Kayla? I sound mad hateful the more I talk about it like that. I do want to be open. I want to be open. And I want to accept whatever happens. Like, this door opened up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I just got a warning of potentially something, maybe by the DRUs, the G's. But yo, that's crazy though, right? That's my crazy ass story, bro. But life's good, man. Like 2026 has been like a revelation of everything right now. Like I feel like I got my family back. I feel like it got even bigger. It multiplied. You know, so I'm really blessed right now, man. You know, it's just the processing part, like, and maybe that's my own insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like my own flaws coming to. Sometimes that's the hardest part to like admit, man. Is when your flaws come at you and you gotta really take them in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What's this? You ever stinky farter face? Come on, bro. We're gonna hide that. That's stupid. That's stupid. Another moderator already handled that. It's just stupid. That's when you know you're on too late and stuff. The freaks come out at night. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I appreciate you for hanging out with me. This was a fucking roller coaster of a night, but it ended well. And I feel great. I feel great. I don't know. I feel good as shit. You know what I'm saying? My car might not work tomorrow, but I feel great. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, guys, stay fly, stay Gucci. Stay you. And Stinky Face, do better. Just do better. Bro, I could just go let's start by brushing your teeth. Just go in the bathroom, brush your teeth. Kayla, amazing life. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Kayla. Thank you for the love, man. You already know. You, Christina, everybody else that was up here showing love, man. Dan Z, you already know, my guys. Let's go, man. It was a good live. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be trying to go live more often. I always talk myself out. Always now. I don't know what it is. I used to have this thing to be like, man, just go live. Now it's like, I'd be like, bro, I'm going to go live. And then something will happen and it'd be like, nah. Nah. But I'm glad that we were able to come on tonight and that you enjoyed it. I appreciate you. You already know. Nah, I won't. I'll come on. I know. I'd be fun. It'd be crazy too, because it'd be like, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna go live, and then I don't. And then Melly be like, yo, Kayla's mad at you. She said you need to go live. And I'm like, damn, I just thought about going live too and shit, but I'll be fronting this shit. I need to get my shit right, man. Y'all, I be with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But nah, it was a good time. I had a good time too. I wish it wasn't so late and wifey could have still been here. I was all acting out. I wanted wifey to be mad like me. Can I just be honest? I wanted her to be mad like me. I wanted to like crash that bar and shit. But I'm glad she didn't. Because guess what? We would have been in jail. You know what I'm saying? But that's the one, bro. Kayla, you gassing me up. Girl, you better stop capping. Where the cap at? Talking about you, I'm the only one you like. Girl, you better stop. Christina, you wanted her to have your back. You understand why she did it? Yeah, I know. I just wanted to be mad. I'm like, who the fuck? I wanted her to be like, yeah, nigga, who the fuck did it? But that's the hardest part. You always got that one person. While I need that one person that's still sane, man. And I get it, man. I don't know if she's like, damn, this nigga mad at me for being Mrs. Right and shit. Like, Kilo, you know I did the right thing, right? I'm like, yeah, but last night, I just get so mad, man. You know what it is? I'm a guy that always gives everybody so much respect. And I'm always trying to, like, think 5 steps ahead. So then when you're coming at me a certain kind of way, when I'm already, like, thinking 5 steps ahead, like, bro, listen, Kayla, Christina, like, yo, they were wilding in there. I did not show any of that stuff. I didn't want to support it. I didn't want to bring light to it. I wasn't caring about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be in those situations like that happen that I feel like I'm getting reprimanded. Like, I got reprimanded for their bad behavior. And you're picking their side because they're girls. Like, let's be honest. Because they're girls, you're picking. There was a bunch of dudes there saying, I bet you he would have been like, shut up. You tell him. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't know. I'm not even going to bring it back up because there was no right way to handle that besides being exactly what God wants us to be. And that's meek and humble and be peacemakers. Like, really, if I want to, like, really learn something from this, I need to go to the Bible and be like, God's mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I be hating this because I'm a product of the world, and then the world gets mad at me for acting like the world. You know what I mean? You guys are teaching me to be this way, and then when I gotta be this way, you want to act like I'm being wrong. I bet you if I was the bartender, and that bartender was the customer, he would have been me. He would have been like, yo, time out, my boy. What about my rights? What about protecting me? Because I'm not a girl? Kilo, don't go to bed better. Don't go to bed bitter. uh, you always got to be the better man. Always, oh, Kayla, sometimes I don't want to be the better man. Sometimes. And tonight was one of those nights. Lord, don't look. Lord, please look that way, because I'm about to act a fool and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love my baby, and I hate it because she probably feels like I took it out on her, and I didn't take nothing out on her. But I was mad, though. I was mad. But whatever. Melly handled it correctly. No, she was handling it. She was handling it. She was doing what she could do to keep peace. You know what I'm saying? And my baby's good, man. I'm not mad at my baby. I wasn't mad at her. I was venting to her, and that's the sucky part, right? Because she's my safe spot, and she gets to see my ugly. She gets to see the worst of me, and I hate it. Because really, I'm not mad at her. This has nothing to do with you. I'm at the situation. I'm mad that I wasn't protected. I wasn't mad. I'm mad for a lot of other things, but not because of what you did. I'm not mad at my queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was doing the best that she can with the situation that was going on and what was in front of her and shit like that. But I really do feel like that was wrong. I feel like that guy was wrong. Like, I wasn't pointing my camera to them. Like, they made me feel like I was a stalker. They made me feel like I was stalking them. Like I was, like my whole entertainment was them. And that's my curse, man. When I feel like I'm being violated, when I feel like I'm being punked, when I feel like I'm forced to look like the bitch, I never handle the situation right. I get crazy, man. I hate it. I really hate it about me. I'm sorry, guys. You got to see Kilo in his raw, and I hate it. It's like, naturally I want to be the happiest guy in the world, but my fuse is so short, and I hate that because it's just bad representation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bad representation of who I am and what I stand for. To me, that's important, you know? But whatever, man. We're human, and tomorrow I get to try to be better, you know? But I felt slighted and shit, but it wasn't that deep. You know what I mean? You didn't throw any punches. I think you handled it like a human. Thank you. Yeah, and I wasn't going to throw no punches, but at the same time, I wanted them to know, like I felt like they were bullies. Like, that's honest. Like, you guys are being bullies because I wasn't following you. I'm only showing my wife and her sister. Like we're having a moment. Like, we're having a great time. Like, why are you interjecting yourself in this? And then it became like, and why are you more important than me? Why is your feelings more important? You know what I mean? That's where my brain goes. Like, yo, time out. And then a little voice goes, don't let them do that to you, Kilo. Yo, don't let them do that to you. Stand up for yourself. You know? Whatever. Hey, it made for an amazing night. Yeah. Usually my life is, I've been like, my life is getting boring and shit. Tonight, that shit was far from fucking. And you know what's crazy, right? When I first went in there and I brought a couple drinks, the bartender says, oh, I know you from my job. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I work there. He's like, yeah, I needed some help and you helped me. Yo, this is on the house. I'm like, damn, that started the day. I'm like, yo, that's what's up. That's love. You sure? Oh man, that's what's up. So now I'm like, yo, open the tab. Let's shit. I'm gonna put $15, $30 worth of freaking music in here. Like, yo, we're gonna have a good night. You know what I mean? And it was like, I didn't feel like he handled it right. I felt like he picked a side, and it was the wrong side. The moment I seen her look at the camera at the end. Oh, you saw her look at the camera? I know she was going to cause problems. Really? I'm gonna have to look up. No, and you know what sucks? I will not be able to re-look at the live because it had music on it. They're gonna freaking ban it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Most men pick women's and because it's easier. I know, and that also had me mad though. Cause I'm like, bro, stand up, like, bro, how does she out trump me as a customer? I don't get it. Like, if you was at my store and you was trying to get a 8-piece of chicken and shit, I'm not gonna be like, nah, bro, put that 8 chicken. Yo, she wants this 8-piece. I'm not, bitch. He grabbed it first. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah. Yo, either way you slice that shit up, that was fucked up, and I feel like they were wrong. The only way I was wrong is because I mean, because I wasn't gonna let them have their way. Like, I don't know. I think that's it. And then I brought it home with me. I brought the anger home with me. That's where I messed up. I shouldn't have brought the anger home with me. I have a hard time letting things go. But that's where I messed up. Because I already know wifey was trying to be peaceful. Like, she just didn't want to be. But everything started triggering me at the end. Because even she started telling me to get off the live. And I'm like, no, I ain't getting off the fucking live. I started using everything to be like, everything triggered me and shit. I was like low key, like really getting mad and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you talking like them now. Like, I think that's what happened. That's why she thought like, nah, you sound like them. That's why I just started getting triggered and shit. But my mistake. That was my mistake though. But it's whatever. I'm glad wifey got amnesia. She's gonna wake up tomorrow and forget that I'm a dummy. And I'm gonna pretend like I don't remember too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pretend like I don't remember neither and shit. Unless she bring it up, I'm like, oh yeah, really? Oh, I must have blacked out. Yeah, it must have been that beer I was drinking. It made me black out and shit. I ain't drinking beer no more. uh, Whatever. Life is good, bro. Life is good. It felt like it was like Kilo against the world, for real. It was just 3 girls. That's it. Just wanted to be haters. It was just Kilo versus the haters and shit. And I mean, honestly, I stood my ground, but I still felt like the haters won. I think that's why I was still mad. Cause yeah, I got to say what I wanted to say, but they still won, bro. I still left. Like, I left all this money on the table. I should have grabbed that $8. I should go back there right now and be like, bro, you know what? I was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I want that $8. Like, yeah, I want to be petty. I want to be 50 cent petty right now. I want $8 and I want full 50 back from that drink. I only drunk half of it. I only drunk half of that shit. And if you come to my store again, don't expect good treatment, nigga. Like, you're done. Buddy, you're done. DONE, my boy. Yeah, you're done. You're not getting, yo, I'm gonna smile at everybody else. When I see you, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You done fucked up now. It reminded me of the mean guy in the grocery store constantly having to be the better man. Yo, sometimes it sucks to be the better man. Yo, taking the high road always sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walked away feeling tough, but not feeling accomplished. Like, yo, I'm not fulfilled and shit. But it is what it is. Whatever. Life is life. In life, you either lose or you learn. It's how you want to see it. I didn't take a loss today. I just learned something else about myself. I don't want to go hang out with people no more. Because time out, my boy, my phone is my business. You heard? I should have been like, yo, call the cops. I should have been like, yo, call the cops. But nah, my life is my business. And if y'all can't handle my life, I'd rather mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Fuck that. I don't got time for y'all. Y'all ain't got time for me. I ain't got time for y'all. We're not doing that. But it's 2026. It's the year of forgiveness. You know what, my boy? I forgive you. I forgive you. You know what, ladies? Y'all busted ass bitches. I kind of forgive y'all. If I see y'all in the streets again, though, and we're in a dark alley and somebody's robbing you, Oh, I'm just gonna mind my business. I'm just gonna be real with that shit. I see somebody kicking your ass. I'm just gonna mind my business. That's right. That's right. For my peace. For my peace, guys. No, but that's real though. I am gonna forget about it because 2026. I'm not holding any grudges. I'm gonna let it slide tonight. I'm just gonna call it whatever. You know what I mean? It's just whatever. It's whatever. Yo, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard. It's whatever. It's how we gonna roll with the punches and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But listen, lesson learned though. There's some people that don't deserve your business or your money. My boy, I forgive you, but you ain't getting no more of my business or my money. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. That's right. Tomorrow's a new day. New day, new attitude. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys. I love y'all. Stay fly. Stay you. You already know, like, listen, I'm hoping that this story encourage everybody, even with the whole drama and everything, but life's too short, man, you know, but keep it moving, but always try to be the good person. I hope I was the good person. They might not thought I was the good person, but I felt like I was the good person. I was defending myself, and I was outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? Uh, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. All right? All right. Peace and hair grease. You're